Hey guys, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. It's Janelle here from janelleemma.com. I want to talk to you today about why all antioxidants aren't created equal and why we need such a variety of them in our diet. So I'm not sure if you know exactly what antioxidants do, but they are the things we need in our body to protect our cells from damage. So we have a lot of free radicals in our system that bombard our cells, they damage them and cause havoc on our body, and in the end that's what turns and leads to disease and conditions. So if you think about the fact that if you're having an overload of free radicals in your system, that is actually called oxidative stress, and there is over 200 diseases and conditions related to oxidative stress. So you think about if you've got oxidative stress or if you've got an overload of free radicals in your system, you're then susceptible to more diseases and conditions which are related to that. So that's a scary thought, and that's also why I think we need to be vigilant and aware of why antioxidants are so good for us, because the antioxidants not only protect our cells, but they're neutralizing those free radicals every single day or every single minute of the day. So this is why we need such a variety of them. And the reason for that is not all antioxidants are the same. You know, you need antioxidants for glutathione and vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, manganese, things like that. So not all antioxidant foods are going to give you those antioxidants that you need for your body to function and run properly. So this is why I think we need to have a high antioxidant diet. And why variety is such a big deal. You know, you can't think that eating half a kilo of blueberries a day is going to help your body perfectly to run properly and to repair itself properly. It doesn't work like that, because blueberries only have a certain type of antioxidants that they give you. And so that's only hitting the nail on the head with one type of antioxidant. So, you know, you've got to think about the variety of foods that we need that are antioxidant rich foods. And if you think of things like our fruits and veggies, not only that, but things like nuts and seeds and berries, of course, some grains, really high top quality grains, tea and coffee, even our grass-fed beef, grass-fed meat, really good grass-fed dairy, you know, and then, you know, good pasteurized eggs. So things like that are, you know, you've got to have an arranged of them, a variety of them in your diet every single day for your body to get that proper functioning that it needs, and, you know, to repair those damaged cells that are happening every single day. So it's very scary how many free radicals we have in the body at any one time, and that can be up to the number of 13 sextillion free radicals, which is the number 13 with 21 zeros behind it. You think of how many free radicals that is bombarding your system. Now that might sound a bit wishy-washy to some people, but you think about the fact that before you're 20 years old or younger, so just say you're a 15-year-old, you've got, you know, a really low level of free radicals in the body and high levels of antioxidants. So that's a good thing, because all these antioxidants are neutralizing these free radicals. But as we get older, especially over the age of 20, that goes the other way. So then we've got all these free radicals which are bombarding our system, they're damaging our cells and our DNA, they're causing havoc on our body, and then we don't have many antioxidants to fight that off. It's just the body goes into that overload state, and this is why we age. That's why we get, you know, aches and pains and diseases and conditions that start at an earlier age, and that's the scary part. So if we can look at a high antioxidant diet that's really neutralizing a lot of those free radicals, and really getting our bodies to function like they did back when we were a lot younger, then we're winning the game, we're ahead of the game, you know, and we're not aging as quickly, because we pretty much rust from the inside out from what these free radicals do to our system. And free radicals come from, you know, environmental factors and stress that we put on ourselves, and you know, the exercise that we do and things that we eat, you know, herbicides, pesticides, additives, preservatives, they all cause, you know, overloads of free radicals in the system. Even what we put in our skin, you know, sunscreens and moisturizers, that sort of stuff. So if you've got all those free radicals every single day bombarding the system, don't you think you want to then have antioxidants getting rid of those, neutralizing those and gobbling them up and telling them to nick off? You know, we don't need them in our system. Obviously, we need some free radicals. I'm not saying that we don't need free radicals, because some of there's many types of free radicals, just like there's many types of antioxidants, but some free radicals are really good at fighting off colds and flus and viruses that we have in our system. So they're good for that. We need some of those free radicals to do that. Even if we cut ourselves and it causes a scab, the free radicals are there to help that, to help your body do that and heal itself in that way. But then there are the really nasty ones, the ones that are causing so much havoc on our body that they're starting these diseases and conditions at a much earlier age. And it's because, you think about the soil that our food is grown in. It's so depleted these days compared to what it was back centuries ago when our ancestors were growing their own food and the soil turnover was nowhere near as highly needed as it is now, So you need to think about the fact of buying organically, buying stuff that's very local, very raw, and things that you can buy that, that aren't packaged. Anything that doesn't come in a package is really good for us if it's fruits and veggies and grains and nuts and seeds and all that sort of thing, and, the high quality meats that as well. So make sure that you're looking into this for yourself and for your future. And there's you need a good mix of antioxidant foods. The reason for that is some antioxidants can help fight off cancers. Some antioxidant foods can help fight off neurological problems. Some can help fight off, viruses and diseases and conditions. So we need to be looking at all the different ranges of foods that have antioxidants in them, and not just think that eating a carrot a day and a handful of blueberries is going to be enough. I think that, we need to be more vigilant on that. We need to be more aware of that and really have that going for us in a way that's, making our household very antioxidant rich and nutrient. I think it's very important to me. I know my kids love a lot of their antioxidant rich foods, and I think it's because I've introduced them to that at a very young age, and that's all they know. So that's all they eat pretty much, you know what I mean? So it's something we have to be very aware of. And it makes sense to consume a lot of antioxidant rich foods because you are giving yourself a variety of all those antioxidants that your body needs. But there is also another factor that comes into this. There are some antioxidant foods that upregulate a pathway in the body called NRF2. So if you're upregulating that by certain foods, you're then getting your body to increase its own antioxidant enzymes rather than trying to put all of these antioxidants into the system to do the same job, which they can't do on the same level. So there are certain foods that can do that. There are certain foods that do increase your NRF2 production for you, which is your body's own antioxidant pathway to make more of its own antioxidants. It's like the army telling the soldiers to go out and create more antioxidants to neutralize these free radicals. So some of those foods are like turmeric. That's one of the biggest ones to upregulate your NRF2 pathway. It's something that is very important to us. Turmeric is amazing for reducing inflammation, and a lot of people these days use it for things like arthritis, and joint problems, because, even fibromyalgia, because of what it can do for your joints and your inflammation, reducing that inflammation. So another one is green tea and milk thistle. They also activate your NRF2 pathway. They are very good at doing that, and they are then, what are they doing? They're telling your body to make more of its own antioxidants. So that's amazing that your body can actually do that without having to shove all these antioxidants in the system. Obviously, we need our antioxidant-rich foods. We need to have a variety of them every single day for our body to function properly and to not, have those diseases and conditions come into our lives at a much earlier age. But it is something that we've got to be absolutely vigilant on, and, making sure that we're doing that for our family. And things like, your red grapes, red wine. We all love a bit of red wine. So that's really, that's really high in antioxidants. Things like spinach and broccoli, they're very high in antioxidants. Even kale, your acai berries and carrots. What else have I missed there? All your berries, all your dark berries, they're very high in antioxidants, and they're something that we should be eating every single day. And I just think that this is the sort of stuff that I love talking about this, obviously, because it's the sort of stuff that makes me excited to know that you can do things for your body to slow down that aging process. That aging process is those free radicals bombarding the system and overloading it, taking it over instead of the antioxidants doing enough of what it needs to do. So we don't like free radicals. We don't like a certain type of free radicals that are bombarding our system, and we want to try and keep them to a low level as much as we can. So this is why, you've got to think maybe, is there something that you can do extra in your day that can help neutralize those? Something else that you can add to your diet every single day that is an antioxidant rich food. It's just a matter of, getting to the point where you understand why this is so important for us. If you don't believe in what I'm saying, go and Google oxidative stress. Go and Google free radical damage with diseases and conditions, and you will find all the information that you need on that and how much of a havoc it's playing on our bodies. I've seen many people who have started to activate their NRF2 pathway more, who have started reducing their oxidative stress more, and how much better they are functioning, how much more movement they have in their body, how much better they're sleeping, the energy that they're getting, that sort of stuff. So, have some sort of an idea of what that can do for you if you are someone who's struggling in everyday life with different conditions that you may have, joint problems, sleep, energy, that sort of stuff. It could be that your body is overloaded with free radicals. It could be that you're not eating enough antioxidant rich foods to provide that. And I know there are many supplements out there that there's supplements out there now that say that they're a fruit and veggie supplement, but to me, I don't believe that that's going to do the same effect as what your food, your raw food that you're buying from the grocery store. I don't believe that they can do the same sort of thing, because a lot of that comes with synthetic products. They're made up synthetically, or they come in the fact of, yes, they're broken down and they're put into, say, a capsule form, and that may be fine, but how much of them do you have to have in a capsule form every single day when you could just be eating, broccoli and cauliflower and blueberries and apples and, all that sort of thing? Why do that to yourself? So to me, the supplement world is not what we need to be going for when we're looking for extra antioxidants in our body. We've just got to eat right. We've just got to make sure that we're eating those foods. And how yummy are these foods? It's not like they're disgusting foods. If you think that eating strawberries and raspberries and blueberries every single day is a bad thing, man, I don't know what to do, because I love doing that every single day. I have a smoothie with so many of these foods that I can put in there that I know are amazing for my body, and my body loves them and nourishes them and soaks them all up like it needs to make my body function better. So I thank you all for listening in on that, and I hope that this has created some sort of a thought pattern in your mind that makes you think more about antioxidant rich foods and your free radical damage that you have on the body, and how that's affecting you in so many different ways and aging you, and causing DNA damage, cellular damage. Telling everyone for the future, so they can understand why they age, understand why they have so many problems with disease and conditions and things that are happening to their body, and why they're so tired and that sort of thing. So I thank you all for listening in. Please like or share or comment this if it was of value to you. I will see you all on the next Wellness Wednesday video. See ya.